Yo, Raider Nation, what's good? It's your boy, Raiders Insider, coming at you with the hottest Las Vegas Raiders news that's got us all buzzing. Picture this, a game-changing draft pick that could flip the script on our struggling ground game. We're talking about Boise State's Ashton Jeanty, snagged at number 6 overall in the 2025 NFL Draft. This kid's a beast, and he's about to light up Allegiant Stadium. Today, we're diving deep into how Jani, alongside Geno Smith and revamped offensive line, is setting the Las Vegas Raiders up to dominate. Ready to get hyped? Let's roll. Why does this matter? For 2 seasons, our running game's been our Achilles heel, dragging us down in the brutal AFC West. But with Jani in the fold and Pete Carroll calling the shots, the Raiders are building something special. This draft wasn't just about filling holes. It's about creating an identity. From Jani's explosive runs to new linemen pushing for starting spots, we're crafting a squad that can go toe-to-toe with Mahomes, Herbert, and Nix. So what's the big picture here? Let's break it down and see why Raider Nation's got every reason to believe. Stick with me for 8 electrifying segments as we unpack how the Las Vegas Raiders are turning the page. We'll explore Jani's generational talent, Geno's veteran swagger, and Pete Carroll's master plan. Got a hot take on our draft moves? Drop it in the comments, and let's get this conversation popping. All right, let's kick things off with a moment that changed everything. Jani's draft day steal. Draft night, April 25th, 2025, was pure electricity for Raider Nation. The Las Vegas Raiders, sitting at number 6, had the NFL world guessing. Would we grab a lineman or chase a quarterback? But when Roger Goodell called Ashton Janney's name, Allegiant Stadium erupted. This Boise State star, a Heisman runner-up, racked up over 2,500 rushing yards last season with a 96.6 PFF rushing grade that led college football. That's not just good, that's legendary. Why Jani? The Raiders' ground game was dead last in PFF's rushing grade last year at a measly 57.9. Zamir White, Alexander Madison, and Amir Abdullah tried, but none could carry the load. Jani's a 3-down back with vision, power, and breakaway speed, making him the perfect fit for Pete Carroll's run-heavy vision. Analysts like Robert Zeglinski from USA Today are already calling him a front-runner for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, he's that good. But here's the kicker. There were whispers we'd go for an offensive tackle like LSU's Emory Jones Jr. instead. GM John Spytek played it smart, snagging the best player available. Jani wasn't just a luxury pick. He fills a gaping hole. So, Raider Nation, what do you think? Was Jani the right call, or should we have bolstered the line first? Hit the comments and let's debate. Now, let's talk about the man steering the ship, Pete Carroll. This guy's a legend, and he's bringing his Seattle magic to the Las Vegas Raiders. Carroll's always built his teams around a punishing ground game, from Marshawn Lynch's beast mode days to now. Drafting Jani at number 6 wasn't just a pick, it was a statement. Carroll's telling the AFC West, we're going to run it down your throats. Carroll's track record speaks for itself. His Seahawks teams consistently rank top 10 in rushing yards, and he knows how to make star running backs shine. With Jani, he's got a 5'9", 215-pound dynamo who can juke defenders and bulldoze tacklers. Add in Chip Kelly as the highest-paid offensive coordinator in the NFL, and you've got a brain trust ready to maximize Jani's gifts. This is the kind of coaching that turns good players into great ones. But it's not just about Jani. Carroll's reuniting with Geno Smith, his old Seahawks QB, who he coached to a 2022 Comeback Player of the Year award. This familiarity means the Las Vegas Raiders' offense will hit the ground running. No pun intended. So, what's your vibe on Carroll's vision? Can he make us contenders again? Drop your thoughts below. Let's zoom in on Ashton Jani, the heart of this Las Vegas Raiders news. This kid's not just a running back. He's a game changer. In 2024, he torched the fences for 206 carries, 2,497 yards, and 29 touchdowns at Boise State. That's a 12.1 yards per carry average. Insane. His tape shows a guy who's elusive, powerful, and clutch, perfect for the Raiders' need to establish a ground identity. What makes Jani generational? As Zeglinski put it, it's his ability to do it all. He's a threat in the passing game with 45 catches last season, and his pass blocking skills mean he'll stay on the field on third downs. Compare that to our 2024 backfield. Zamir White led with just 397 yards, and Raheem Mostert, our key free agent signing, is 33 and no long-term answer. Janney's the real deal, and he's only 21. But here's the suspense. Can he handle the NFL's speed and physicality right away? The AFC West got monsters like Chris Jones and Joey Bosa waiting to test him. Still, with Pete Carroll's scheming plays, Janney's poised for a monster rookie year. Raider Nation, what's your bold prediction for Janney's 2025 stats? Throw out some numbers in the comments. Geno Smith's arrival is a massive piece of this Las Vegas Raiders puzzle. Traded to the Raiders this offseason, Geno's no stopgap. He's a legit QB1. In 2024, he threw for 3,647 yards and 22 touchdowns with the Seahawks, proving he still got it at 34. For a team that cycled through Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell last year, Geno's a godsend. Why is Geno so crucial? He takes pressure off Janney by keeping defenses honest. His deep ball and quick decision-making pair perfectly with Carroll's play-action-heavy scheme. Plus, with weapons like Brock Bowers and new receivers Jack Beck and Donnie Thornton Jr., Geno's got options. This isn't the 2024 Raiders offense that ranked 27th in scoring. Geno's raising the floor. But here's the question. Is Geno the long-term answer? The Raiders passed on Shedeur Sanders in the draft, banking on Geno for at least 2 years. Some fans wanted a young QB like Cam Miller, drafted in the 7th round, to develop behind him. What's your take, Raider Nation? Is Geno the guy to lead us to the playoffs, or do we need a franchise QB soon? Let's hear it. The offensive line's where things get spicy for the Las Vegas Raiders. We didn't just draft Janney. We added 2 linemen, Caleb Rogers and Charles Grant, in the 3rd round to beef up the trenches. Rogers, a 6'5", 315-pound tackle from Texas Tech, and Grant, a versatile 6'3", 300-pound guard from William & Mary, bring depth and potential. But here's the catch. They're not guaranteed starters. Our line's been solid, but not spectacular. Colton Miller's a stud at left tackle, but he's holding out for a new contract, stirring drama. The rest, Dylan Parham, Andre James, and Jordan Meredith, held up in 2024, but struggled to open holes for the run game. Rogers and Grant could compete for spots, especially at right tackle or guard, but they'll need to prove themselves against vets. This unit's success is critical for Janney to hit those big runs. The athletic Scott Phillips noted our line didn't get a major overhaul, which raises questions. Can this group protect Geno and pave the way for Janney? If Miller's holdout lingers, we're in trouble. Raider Nation, how confident are you in our O-line? Drop a comment. Do we need a free agent signing to seal the deal? Beyond Janney, the Las Vegas Raiders used the 2025 NFL Draft to transform their offense. GM John Spytek went all in, drafting 7 offensive players out of 11 picks. Alongside Janney, we got receivers Jack Beck, 2nd round, Donnie Thornton Jr., 4th round, and Tommy Mellott, a gadget QB/receiver in the 7th. This haul screams one thing. We're building around Geno and Janney for 2025. Beck, a 6'2" LSU product, can play slot or outside with 62 catches for 874 yards in college. Thornton, the 6'5" deep threat from Tennessee, adds size to stretch defenses. Mellott's a wild card. Think Wildcat packages with him and Janney. Pair them with Brock Bowers, last year's first-round tight end. And this offense has serious firepower. It's a far cry from last year's Jacoby Myers-led group that lacked explosiveness. But here's the drama. Can these rookies gel quickly? The AFC West doesn't wait. Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos all made the playoffs last year. Spytek's betting on youth, but if the chemistry's off, we could stumble early. What's your gut feeling, Raider Nation? Will this new-look offense click by week 1? Share your predictions below. Let's talk AFC West, where the Las Vegas Raiders face a gauntlet. Kansas City's got Patrick Mahomes and a Super Bowl pedigree. The Chargers, with Justin Herbert, are a passing juggernaut. Denver's Bo Nix showed flashes as a rookie. Last year, we were the only AFC West team to miss the playoffs, finishing 6-11. But with Janney, Geno, and Carroll, we're no longer pushovers. Jani's arrival could be the X factor. His ability to control the clock keeps Mahomes and Herbert off the field. As Sharp Football noted on X, our 2025 schedule is brutal. 6 divisional games plus matchups against the reigning champ Eagles. But a strong ground game flips the script, giving us a shot to steal games. Analysts like SI's Hondo Carpenter see us as a team on the rise, thanks to this draft. Still, the question looms. Can we compete in this stacked division? Jani's a star, but our defense, led by Max Crosby, needs to step up too. Raider Nation, where do you see us finishing in the AFC West? Are we sneaking into the wild card, or is it Super Bowl or bust? Drop your hot takes in the comments. All right, Raider Nation, let's wrap this up with a look at the big picture. The Las Vegas Raiders are building something special. Ashton Janney is a generational talent. Geno Smith's a steady hand. And Pete Carroll's a mastermind tying it all together. This 2025 NFL Draft wasn't just a reset, it's a launch pad. We're not just aiming to compete. We're going to shock the NFL. What's next? Rookie minicamp kicks off May 9th, where Jani and the new guys hit the field. Training camp in July will show if this offense can gel. If Jani lives up to the hype, and I believe he will, we could see a 10-win season and a playoff push. The Raiders haven't won a postseason game since 2002, but this feels like the start of a new era. Raider Nation, it's time to get loud. What's got you most excited about the Las Vegas Raiders' future? Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more Raiders news. Share this video with your fellow fans, and let's build this hype together. Just win, baby.